Baba Erijah. Takayenda.
Jericho, Jericho, how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho. Got the English doku imba nechishona, anti mozhiwona, anzi ndozvigona, anzi mfana uyu akusaiza mukoma, apa vanoti ndovese vakatonditsoma. Ona Jericho ikoko, tambira ikoko, teerera shoko, Papel Boys andipatike ikoko. Jericho, Jericho, how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho. Ndaburira pagram nemahits gaya apa handipatike mastreets maya tombo zvigaya vakatondimaka bara pana kana nyaya nokupai maflows nokupai ekuhaya mastreets ane drought saka mvura naya pakutraga cloud isu tichitraga dora mastreets ane drought saka mvura naya pakutraga cloud isu tichitraga dora. Jericho, how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho, 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 how is Jericho? Jericho.
Hey everybody, you're watching Jive TV. My name is Khoza, and today on the show, I'm joined by Baba Erijah. Baba Erijah,
nice to meet you guys.
welcome. Makadi, you Baba.
Atiri for Makadi Baba.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. We appreciate
it. Thank you so much
it.
for inviting me today.
I'm a big fan. Ditori conditioner ako. But for people that don't know Baba Erijah, could you give us a brief background?
So Baba Erijah is a kid born in Zimbabwe, Murungu born in Zimbabwe, who loves his country. So I felt that it was my obligation as a Zimbabwean to learn how to speak Shona, right? Mm-hmm. So throughout my years, Chikoro, Anono Karakumba, Dotaura na Shamuri yangu, I'll speak with my friends in Shona. Mm-hmm. And then like one day my brother, his name's Nyatihuru, told me not to give out government names. So his name's Nyatihuru, he's also a rapper, but he told me, he's like, hey yo, come, let's go to the studio, bro. I'm like, alright, let's go, bro. And he was like, I got an idea. I was like, you know, you can speak Shona, right? And I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, come, let's go to the studio, let's go sing a song. I was like, I bet. So we went to the studio. Shout out to Mullen Nation, by the way. They're the ones who started me out.
Mullen Nation.
Mullen Nation, baby. And my homeboy Sachi. But yeah, he calls me. He's like, let's go to the studio. So we went to the studio and we were messing around. And he was like, hey, why don't we sing a song in honor of like it's like what my heart desires, you know, not in honor of it, what my heart desires. Mm-hmm. So I know the Shungu Zangu. Okay. But that was the first track that I dropped as like, I think, was it last year? No. Like last year, May-ish, we started recording. May, somewhere between May, somewhere there. Okay. We started recording, and then I met my homeboy James, who's sitting over there actually. So shout out to James. We met at Highland Squash Courts, and I showed him a few of my tracks, and he was like, hey, that's so fire. And he showed me he writes music and all. So then that's when we went back to the studio, and we went and we sang a song called Quienda, which is about a girl that left without telling why. And that was a banger. And honestly, before I sang Jericho and all those songs, that was my favorite song, like singing with my homeboy James, you know. It's still one of my favorite songs, you know. But then after that, we just like it went quiet for a little bit, and then I went to my old school, Hellenic, to go and pick up some books for my sister. for Nuita Chikorokumba because of COVID and it. And then I saw my old soccer coach, Anonzi Ray Funani, or DJ Funani, as most of you guys have seen in the video. But he was like, as a joke, because I was speaking Shona, I was showing him a track that I was doing with James, and he was like, even fun, Toka. That's the song Miya Mai that I was telling you about earlier. But he was like, even fun, Toka. He was like, let me take a video of you, I want to make you famous. And he meant that as a joke, right? I'm not famous, I'm popular, so. But he meant it as a joke, and then he took the video of me freestyling the song that James and I came up with called Miya Mai. And then Earground saw it, Zimceleb saw it, and Nash TV saw it, and they all posted it on their channel, on their pages. I think in Earground, I think got like 150k views on Facebook and all, and then they posted. It was a crazy time. I was hyped, yo. I was like, hey, this is sick, you know. But after that, that's when Hit Music Empire, which is the studio that McKnife works at, offered a free studio session, and I humbly accepted, and we went to the studio session. That's when we came up with the banger, Jiriko, which was also James' idea. He was just there, he was like, Jiriko, Jiriko, just vibing. And then McKnife said, he's like, hold that thought. And then we came up with the beat. And then it was a process of, I think, about like 2 weeks or so, making the song. And then we phoned, McKnife contacted his guy, I know it's Zoro. Most of you guys know Zoro. He did Anita Jackson and 100 Flex's video with Love Me Now, Anditi. But we did the video with Zoro. It was about like the day in the life of Baba Erijah. So we were at my house first of all. That's where we did like the waking up in bed. We did the gezam, my face and it. And then we did the like getting dressed and all that kind of stuff. And then we went to a whole bunch of other places, but it was just like Geros, Fudzirango and it. We went to Pauku and just like, just eating sadza and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I just love doing music, like music is life, as people say. But I saw that I didn't mean to do it like this, but like I sort of came in at a time like singing like Holy Ten and Volts whilst they were having beef, So it was like it's sort of like an accident how I timed it, because they were in the middle of having their beef, and then I just slipped in a little bit, and then but that's sort of the backstory of how the music started out. And there's some, I'm not gonna lie, for you guys out there who love my music, there's some bangers coming. There are some fire tracks coming.
We can't wait for that.
They're so cool.
And you know where to bring them as soon as they come out.
As soon as they come, I'm going to send them to Keith.
Straight Jive TV.
Jive TV, 100%.
We have them in rotation. All right, so the other thing that I love about you is your name. How did you pick out your name, Baba Erijah?
So there's two reasons why I picked the name Baba Erijah. Because my dad is my biggest role model, and he is the original Baba Erijah.
Okay.
But also we're messing around in the studio, and then Sachi, the Malination, he says to me, he's like, bro, we need to come up with a rapper name for you. I was like, I was gonna name myself Mambo Erijah, like King Elijah, but then we're like Baba Erijah, because no, I'm not cussing anybody, but you won't see a Murungu Anonzi Baba Erijah, like you see, I'm like a apostolic will be Baba Erijah, Madzibaba Anditi, Madzibaba Nde Baba, someone Anditi. So we were like, cause Ndini Murungu, why do we name ourselves Baba Erijah? Because then they'll think, we them tema Anditi. But then when you sing, when they see the visuals, they're like,
okay.
Uyu.
Let's listen to this.
Let's listen to this, yeah.
You definitely got my attention, and the attention of many of our viewers at home. Baba Erijah is right here on Jive Sessions, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about what you're doing. We've talked about your past, but what are you up to at the moment?
So the things that I can talk about right now is there's a track coming with Kruger. I don't know what the song. I think it's called Kunosungisa. I don't know. But hey, that track is fire.
Can't wait.
It's fire. But there's also another track coming with a surprise artist. I'm not allowed to share names because it's a surprise, you know.
It's in the pipeline.
It's in the pipeline. It's coming. But hey, chirikupisa shamwari.
Moto, flame emojis.
Flow, fire emojis, Baba. Fire.
All right. Can't wait for that. So that's also speaking into my next question. What we can expect from you in the future. You've mentioned a whole lot of collaborations. Can we also expect visuals from Baba Erijah?
So we are working on visuals with Kruger, the song Kunosungisa. And those visuals are going to be dope. We like just planning them and seeing like I want to make the best for you guys, you know, because I don't want to make a fire song and then drop a crappy video, you know.
Yeah.
Because I need to make the best quality for my viewers, because Zimbabwe is a very visual country, you know. They like to see YouTube videos, and like if they see like, you know, what's that song like Winky D's song, and the one that got 500,000 views in one day, you know.
Happy again.
Exactly, Happy Again, that's the one. And Love Me Now by Anita Jackson, Honeyflex. People love seeing the visuals, and
Aesthetics.
There's exactly, but so there are going to be a lot of visuals that are coming.
Can't wait for that. So I've also picked up that you are someone who actually sings with a whole lot of content. Shungudze Moyo Wangu,
Chimbondi Dao,
Quienda, and you have a vision or a goal or an aim with your music. What is this aim for Baba Erijah?
So what my aim is you know Oliver Mtukudzi, right? Tugu. He would tell a story when he's singing his songs, and that's how people could relate to it so much. So I was thinking that's sort of the vibe that Holy 10 went to, sort of, not quite, but sort of. He'll tell a story when he's singing, and because people like to relate to the song, and they'll be like, for instance, they'll be listening to the song about, like, let's say somebody broke up with someone and somebody cheated on someone. You know, and then they'll be like, hey, I relate, this guy knows it, and I know Ziva. Like, you know, for instance, Neria, and what else? The other one, just a lot of just telling a story, you know, where it like relates to people.
Okay, I've listened to your music as well. Like, for example, the one that you did for the mother's tribute, I actually saw visuals of my own mother, so we're definitely engaging on that level. I've also noticed that you also have encouragement and inspiration in your messages. So I'd like you to give us a message for Zimbabwe, words of wisdom, words of encouragement. Those who want to join the music scene, you've experienced a lot, you've seen a lot. What would you like to say to Zimbabwe and Africa?
So to Zimbabwe and Africa, I personally, with my mom, we've gone out and done humanitarian reaches all over the country. I've gone to all the cracks and corners everywhere. We've seen people without clothes, like literally living in trees, you know. We've seen people who are so malnourished, but my word for Zimbabwe is the future is great. The future is going to be great. We just have to stay strong. We just have to stay strong. And also just don't give up. That's my biggest, don't give up. If you have a passion and if you have a dream, don't let anybody else bring you down. For instance, Stan Lee quoted when he was telling an interview like this, he came with his idea for Spider-Man, and the Marvel Studios were like, no, you know. And then he put out the comics anyway, and it went crazy, you know. And then they did the videos, and look how popular Spider-Man is now, you know.
Yeah.
But if you have a dream, pursue it. If you have a dream, pursue it. Don't let anything bring you down. If it's no money, find ways to make the money to go. If you have a passion for something, for instance, when I went to my first studio station, my mom, I think it was like $50, right? And my mom was like, I'm fine wrong, no tora Mario Aguyu. And it's like she was like, cause. And then I went off and I like sold some of my hoodies and like shoes and all that kind of stuff. I made the $50 and I went and I sang the song. And I can tell you that it was life-changing because it made me realize that nothing comes for free, you know. Nothing comes for free. But just keep your heads up high and don't give up. That's my inspiration for you.
Thank you so much, Baba Erijah. You heard it for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Never give up and believe in yourself. Don't let anyone take you away from your dreams. Wise words from Baba Erijah. But vanoenda kupi Baba Erijah kwa vanoziva vasina kumbotiimbirawo seJive TV. He's going to show us some of his lyrical capabilities right here on Jive TV. Could you hit us up with a freestyle?
So I can do the one that we did with they're called Miya Mai. But most of you guys have already heard it because that's the one that I freestyle the most because it's got a meaning, you know. So it goes, pasiri no kachikuru kufema, don't let it get you, hunting my dreams. Life is a journey, shakuda kushinga, hupenyu makata, anoda kukwiza, heo. Tango kukwidzi pamuno kundi havadi kuzvinza, pamuno famba vososira minzwa. Ivaine tariro, jita tuchinja. Keeping your head on munoita mbinga, noita mbinga ndinotarisira kufamba nebhima ndichenjengete mukadzi wabhina vangu amai vanoziva ndovada. Say it again, vangu ndovada ndinovharemekedza ndiri mwana. Don't like to see her vakatotsama foridza tsama nawo marwadzo pakatoshata pakatohipa zvinondoimba moyo muzere rudo ndezvisvo upenyu mutambo unenge wenora zvangu zvezvo kudziya musoro anzi namomso satame natindo pakundirera vakuona ndondo. She is a queen and devil humam pandorasika ndoipa zano zvotambura totaura nango tabuda musango tabuda mbako kwatava kure tichirwisa namo. We had to struggle down in the rubble. Mama told me this is the humble, tells me to get up when I have to stumble. Yeah,
Fire! Fire in the studio!
Fire emojis.
Baba Erijah, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Jive TV, a jam-packed show. Don't go nowhere. More coming up next.
Pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe kara imajisiwa kuduksunga kunosungisa kara imajisiwa kuduksunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe. Baba Erijah ndine ndokupisa kunge mvura yemugiza vakondibvunza kwandinobva ndiri muzimba mabebi avo kunge passport ndomadinda ndatora pikicha ndakandafirita dabutabu vakusimbisa zvatikutsikisa level up ave makata atiri kukwidza ndini baba venyu vapfana musandipikisa ndini baba venyu vapfana musandipikisa. Karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe. Mapasa emaoko mahencho ndakarova zvangu pingo mudroptop ndabva kunoona movie palaptop ndakananga kumakuwa kudotcom ndatikuwa ini nemukadzi wangu toita makuva pana ari sepa piloto tokuvhura tokupenengura nyaya dzobeurwa nai maikandotsi karaimazviziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazviziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe karaimazviziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazviziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe. Baudza zviriko, tell them rappers they should know pamabhazi ndiri heavyweight call me Shikiro zvakaendwa kudhara saka zvangu zvabhadhara tisu tiri kupisa mumastreets tisu tiri kukwina kunge zeza tisu tiri kucheka kunge reza international tasemudza mureza. Karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe isu atire giksunga chisimbe karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa karaimazhiziva kudusunga kunosungisa pati atire giksunga chisimbe